old. I pressed go live and I was not ready. I feel like that is exactly the energy of the reading. Welcome, 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 welcome. This is the AEIOU Oracle, and we are starting with really big energy because it's here. It is absolutely here for all of us. So what I would like you to do before this message comes in, because I know already in the energy, I can feel that there's going to be a bitch slap, there's going to be a humbling, and then there's going to be a praise, right? That's what's going to happen in this reading. I can feel it, right? And I had no interest in reading today. Like, I am a busy bee today. Sundays, I love being busy in the house. I'm a little busy bee floating around. Look, the hair is tied back. Literally, I am in go mode, game mode. Let's get this house sorted out. Projects, sewing, literally coffee, go, 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 right? I am not a sit down and chill out kind of Sunday girl. That's not me. And that's not because I don't like rest. That's just my Sundays are generally like home orientated. And I feel like that might have something to do with this reading as well. Something about putting some energy into the home. But the energy that came onto my heart was share this, because if you're not quite there yet, you absolutely will be. If you're in my energy, this is what all the hectic chaos, plugging away, feeling like what the hell is going on, the eclipse energy, the new moon energy, the lunar eclipse energy, the solar eclipse energy, the equinox, it's like literally being shoved through the grinder. They're showing me a plate of pasta, like literally. You know how you make pasta, you make the dough and then you keep sending it through the I can't think the press, the mill. They're not giving me the mandolin. Is it a mandolin? Mandolin. And the pasta keeps going through. You have to feed it through, and then it feeds it through again and feeds it through again. Like, that is the process. That has been the process, like being wrung out. So many people that I've spoken to and the things that have been going on for them, that is the only way that I can describe it, is literally just being wrung out so that you can go into the next part of your life feeling like you haven't got any of that still on you or in you, or like lessons, whatever it is for you as an individual is different for every single one of us. Please do not compare yourself to somebody else, because it will not be the same. And please understand that when I do these readings, they are a collective consciousness. I cannot read individually for you to the degree that I do for a personal reading. When I do a personal reading, that energy that I'm reading is yours. That storyline is yours. It's literally every single word, everything that happens in that reading is especially for you. It's your vibration. It's everything that you need. When you are watching a collective reading, all I'm doing is reading the superficial energy that is going across all storylines. That's the only way that I can do it. And if you're watching readings all the time, then please be aware of that. Like, you'll resonate with some bits and you probably won't resonate with other things. It's just an overview, in the same way that astrology is an overview. Unless you are actually working with your own planets and your own systems and all that kind of stuff. It is a collective consciousness of what's happening, what you do with it, how you use it, how you use that information, how that triggers you, how that changes you. 444, you are protected. That's your personality. That's your frequency that you're channeling that energy. And the more that you try and do it like somebody else, the more squished and superficial your energy will be. The reason why you are exactly the way that you are is because that's exactly the way that you're meant to be. That is exactly your character. You were meant to do all the things that you do because that's the vibration that the earth needs. So just take a moment, breathe, really get to a place where you can absorb, because I don't have any idea about what's going to come out, but I just know that it may be the three things that I said before. And I just made myself the most amazing coffee. Homemade coffee is so nice. Okay, so we're going to start with the AEIOU Oracle. And I'm launching today that the AEIOU Oracle will be going into sale. So it's going to be $33.33 rather than $55.55. So if you would like an Oracle deck, please head over to my website and purchase said deck, because they're not going to be $33.33 forever. I am putting out to the universe that I am moving. So I do not want the stock in my shipping container. It's going. So it's $33.33 to anyone who would like to purchase a deck. And then obviously with postage to wherever you, well, I'm starting to talk to my Oracle deck, wherever you are going, darling. We are already international, which is fabulous. We are in Europe and America, and I think, are we going over to Africa? That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah, so if you want to purchase a deck, then you can do so from my website. All the details are in the description box, wherever that is found on this page, because I can never remember and I always point in the wrong direction, but it's there somewhere. So let's get some energy to start this reading. And also, if you're interested in my Aloe Tallow, which I have launched, you can also find that on my website as well. That will be for sale on my website. Seed. It's one of my favorite cards. I absolutely love the energy of the seed. So this is right now. This is imminent. Okay. So I did a post about, and I started blabbering on about conkers and things, right? That's that kind of energy. This is a harvest of seeds. Okay. Again, you are amplifying on a whole new level. So any seeds that you planted in that life, you are now getting the harvest of, you know, like in your old life. I mean, in the past, any seeds that you planted, you'll be getting the harvest from those seeds, the fruit, right? But in the fruit are more seeds. Like think about an apple, there's seeds in the apple. Think about raspberries, there's, you know, seeds in the raspberries, tomatoes, whatever it is. You are getting an opportunity to amplify, okay? So it's not just a harvest, oh, let's sit down and have some harvest festival. No. It is also, here's a load more seeds. Let's do something even more courageous. Let's go even bigger. Let's plant a whole forest of amazingness and abundance, okay? So that's what I'm talking about. Abundance doesn't stop. Abundance doesn't, like, you can't magically switch it off or like gain it from somewhere. It's always amplifying. It's not something that you attain, it's something that you are. Okay. So if you've been to any of my abundance workshops or heard me talk about abundance, it's not something that you attain. Okay. You are born abundant in the same way that a tree is abundant, like, and it amplifies constantly all the time, the spiral of consciousness. So that's the energy of the reading. Can you tell how excited the energy is that wants to come through? Okay, so where do we want to go? These ones have been calling me literally, like, to the point where even when I'm not reading, I can see certain cards. Yeah, look at that. Right. So, what are we on? 6. They wanted me to read it. Where's the book? Ooh, and also I'm going to be selling my crystal collection. I'm going to be selling some decks of cards. 111, excellent energy for what I just said. Like, literally, head over to my website because there's going to be loads of stuff that goes. I am having a full-scale clean out. And I'm also going to be making some, what I like to call, like, spiritual tools. So like sage wafters and things like that, carved, all kinds of things. I'm just going to be making constantly for the winter because the sun has gone for sleepy time, but it actually makes me go into work mode in the winter. Like, I am seriously hardcore when it comes to the winter months in regards to creation energy, because I'm inside, so I need to be busy. So yeah, there's going to be lots of stuff for sale, so please look out for that. There's going to be kimonos, there's going to be sewing projects, there's going to be paintings. I'm just looking around the room what else is going in there. Probably some books and things I might even sell. I've got some really good books, actually. Beds, furniture, you know, like, it's all going. So what do we want to have a look at? So please look out for all of that kind of stuff if you're interested. If you're looking for something in particular, then please give me a shout because I might be selling it. Let's read it together. Let's make sweet harmony. Ow! Let's make music together. Partner, lift our voices together. Do you know that song? It's All Dogs Go to Heaven. And Charlie and a humongous alligator sing that song. It's one of my favorites. Let's make music together. Lift our voices forever. Okay. So, keywords: healing, meditation, negotiation, arbitration, truce, boundaries, support, diplomacy. So we have in the reverse. So this is a potential blockage. When the 6 of fire appears reversed in your reading, it may represent an unwillingness to come to the discussion table and resolve a problem that is not only affecting you, but those around you also. You would rather fight and win You would rather fight and win than to give an inch. Compromise is not in your vocabulary. Even if you may feel that you are justified and that the party who has wronged you should be held to account, understand that at this time your actions and demands may also hurt innocent parties. It is time to put your sword down and step away from the fight, not just for your own sake, but for the benefit of those who are caught up in the war you are waging. Whether the war is with another or there is an internal conflict you are can't even speak, waging within, now is the time to end it. Try to accept that some things cannot be changed or resolved, and that sometimes the better person is the one who walks away. Love that. So where your energy is focused, where intention goes and all that. So if there's an internal conflict, that's going to be using a hell lot of energy. So let's have a look and see what comes out, because I feel like that's asking for... I feel like what's coming through on that card is higher power. If you see on the behind the two people that are crossing swords, there's a person who's got their hand up. And I feel like there is a higher power that is calling time on this situation. It's like it's like this isn't working itself out in the you know, like in the way that you have been trying to work it out. So say, for example, you have an inner conflict with yourself, which normally means that it is actually reflected causing conflict with another. I feel like there could be some massive expectations of yourself, or a belief system that you have with yourself that is actually causing the conflict. Yeah? Oh. So there's a lot that wants to come out. They're saying that there's some hurt somewhere. Oh. We're going to read that one as well, I'm afraid. That is a completely different energy. Feel the energy from that card. Completely different energy. This is what is going to grow from these seeds. This is what they're saying is like the lightness of touch. Softly, softly. There's grace here. I mean, like the lotus flower that she's got in between her hands, they're like basically saying that the lotus only grows in muddy, shitty water. So you as you are now, you could have only been you through this chaotic, terrible, horrible, shitty, terrible, whatever happened to you situation, because you wouldn't be you without it. The lotus wouldn't be the lotus without the shitty, crappy, terrible, muddy water. Yeah. So the 9 of air is open to possibility. Possibilities are infinite. Know thyself and know the universe. What dwells within you dwells within nature. Belief creates. What do we say about your belief system? All that exists was first imagined. Fantasy is the birthplace of reality. You were born to create and imagine your fears away. So there is a belief system somewhere that is causing conflict within you, because it's like, what do you feel like you're worthy of? What do you feel like you're capable of? What do you feel like you should be treated like? Because that's what will appear in your reality. So I'm just going to read a little bit, and I'm going to scan over and see. I'm just going to read the first bit. The 9 of air represents the imagination and our connection to the universal consciousness or universal mind. It signifies the importance of knowing thyself. For in truly knowing thyself, one will know both the universe and the power of the void. Ask yourself, what if the universe we dwell within is actually the mind of another being? What if the universe is, in reality, a God mind, and we the creation of another being's imagination. What if within our minds there exists universes within universes where creatures that we dream of and imagine dwell in the same way we do here upon the earth? And within their minds are more universes, like fractals, where the same pattern repeats and creates. Our minds contain a universe, and within that universe are creatures and beings who also have universes within their minds. The universe is where we dwell in one of the billions existing within the mind that is yet another universe. The pattern repeats in both directions exponentially, creating an infinite number of universes and realities. Right. Why did I read that? And why did I tell you the story about the seed and the tree and the spiral of consciousness? Now, this book makes it sound incredibly fucking complicated. It's not. Think about it in regards to nature, like it does refer in the book, right? The spiral of consciousness. That's all you need to understand. So everything that you are doing, every act, every word, everything is amplifying over time and space, over everything. So how you act in this precise moment in time is changing time and space. If you understand that, then how are you going to act moving forward? Like, how much more would you pay attention to a conversation? How much more would you pay attention to when you were driving? How much more would you lean in and make eye contact with someone? How much more would you put into your day-to-day life? The way that you talk to your kids, the way that you do anything, the way that you make coffee. Like, what is happening for you in this precise moment in time that you can make incredibly simple, right? Just right. The thing that's coming to me is the coffee thing, right? You can slow down and make a coffee at home, right? Every single time and speak love into it and joy and all that kind of stuff, right? It takes 20, 30 minutes, I don't know, to make a good cup of coffee by the time you've brewed your coffee and all that kind of stuff. And if you don't have a fancy machine and you use a cafetiere like I do, then it does take a bit of time. I make my own milk, I froth it on the hob. It does take some time, right? But I love my coffee. I don't drink a lot of it, but when I do, I love to have a mug of coffee and I enjoy that I have made it myself. Or I can go down to Starbucks and have someone else make it for me, and it's probably full of crap and it's 5 quid or whatever, like that profit is going to not even someone in this country and is probably going to be spent on ridiculous stuff that you don't want the money to be spent on. So do you understand where I'm going with it? Like, if you actually thought deeply about what you're doing, where you put your time, where you put your focus, how you speak, everything, how you are delivering your energy into the realm, like, think about it. How would your friends react to you if you were more present? If you put your phone down more? If you replied like that they're cutting me off then. I feel like that's enough. Like, it doesn't have to be complicated. Healing isn't some complicated mess of I think the thing that the card is trying to articulate is your truth is absolutely necessary. And I feel like someone out there needs to understand that what you have been through and what you have endured and how your life has gone needed to be exactly that. And you haven't done anything wrong and you're not left behind and you're not broken in any way. Like all of those kind of storylines that are delivered through freaking social media and all this kind of stuff. Like we are constantly reacting to the outside world. So we're reacting to the food that we put in our bellies. We're reacting to the way people treat us. We are reacting to our environment. That's what we do. That's what nature does. Right? But the thing that makes us intelligent is that we can actually change our reality. So you are in charge of the food that you put in your belly. You are in charge of the way that you think your thoughts. You are in charge with how people treat you. That's the difference. A plant is stationary. A plant is sat there, waiting to be watered, especially if it's in a pot and it's in your house. Like it's asking for you to look after it. If you don't pay any attention to that plant, it's going to die. That's the same as you. You are in charge. You are looking after yourself. So what do you need to do to take charge of your life for you? Like, what do you need? It's not about like comparing yourself to somebody else. Like there's this really strong message that's coming through about comparison. Like you literally don't see any other natural being comparing itself to anybody else. It's like the trees don't put their conkers down because the tree next to them's put their conkers down. Like that's understand where I'm going with that. Okay. So, oh my God, it even says it here. Simply put, he believed that to know oneself was to know the universe and the power of the gods, and he is correct. Anything man has within our physical reality is not born of the natural world, for first imagined by man. The television, the phone in your hand, the laptop on your desk, the movies you watch, the car you drive, everything that man has created was first imagined by their inventor. So, what kind of life can you invent? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of avatar? What kind of clothes? What kind of attitude do you want to have? Like everything is moldable, malleable. Everything can change. Your face can change, your hair can change, your clothes can change. Like there is no limitations to the universe that you can actually expand within your reality. That's the idea. It's only the limitations of your belief system. So how would you go about your life, your day, to create the reality that you wish with this craziness is done, right? Now's an opportunity to create the life that you want. It's like almost like a master reset. Everything started again. You have a new seed, new energy to propel you into the life that you want. Yeah. So what are you going to do with it? Love this energy. And we're already half an hour in. I'm going to do that again. So that was I was really not concentrating. There is definitely something in regards to the same energies come out again. So we've got the Ace of Hearts in reverse. We've got the Two of Hearts in the reverse. We've got the Knight of Scepters in the reverse. And we've got the Page of Spikes in the reverse, right? Excuse me. Which is basically saying the last cycle of your life is not what you wanted. Like it's so clear, right? So what are you going to do about it to change it? So the universe has exited all the stuff, like the tower's fallen, the death cards happened, like the devils, like it's all wrung out, right? And if you truly believed that all the crap was now behind you and you were so much lighter and the universe had like wrung you out and you were a nice dry towel again, how would you go about your life? What would that look like? Because I can't say any more about those cards. Like I physically feel like I don't even want to go back into that energy. Like I just shrugged when that energy came up. It's like it's done. It's done. It's over. It's gone. Okay. We've got two aces in the reverse there, which is basically just saying it's just done. It's just done. It's over. Okay. We're not going to keep the same energy over and over again, right? Now we've got the 4 of hearts in the reverse. We've got the 6 of coins in the reverse, and we've got 10 of scepters in the reverse again, right? And you can see the frustration that is coming through on the energy. The 4 of hearts is basically saying you need to let it go. Like whatever you need to do, even if you need to get a box, right? They're showing me like a little mini coffin or something like that. If you need to get a box and put all your memories in it, like whatever it is, and burn it, whatever you need to do to really say goodbye to the past, that is what you absolutely need to do. Because the same, like I just said, it's over, and then the same energy came back out again. If you keep dragging up the past, if you keep going into that energy, you're going to get more of the same. That's what happens. What we do is we project the feeling, like our nervous system. If you really want to get into it, you're articulating your reality from your nervous system. That's what happens because your body keeps the score. So if you have been wronged in every relationship you have ever been in, that's because that energy is trapped in your nervous system. And what you're doing is recreating it in your reality. Like once you understand that you are a powerful manifester and that your words and your actions actually create, you can create in the same way that nature creates. You are abundant. If you continuously talk and think and act like your past self, then you will literally get more of the same thing, because we've got the 6 of coins here, which is basically saying that you're going to be in scarcity if you keep acting in scarcity. If you're going to be constantly looking for conflict, then you are absolutely going to get more conflict. Like literally the cards are showing you. This card is so important because this is the energy locked in your body, locked in your mind. Okay. It needs to be let out. It needs to be gone. So when you find yourself moving through patterns that you were still doing in your last cycle, this is the awareness. Once you say, oh, that's something that I would have done last time, like that's how I would have acted with that person before. That's, like when you start doing that and becoming aware of it, you can change the behavior. It really is that simple. We're really not complicated. We're not complicated in the way that so many of the I just feel like there's this really strong narrative that human beings are so complicated, and we're not. We're really not. I feel like people are so egotistical when they want to come and say, like I've got the healing, the way that we heal, like I've got all the answers and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you have for you. But like somebody else is going through a completely different transition. Somebody else has had completely different life experiences. Like we don't accommodate for that. Like we want to go on Instagram and find someone who's living the life that we want to live. And it's like, maybe you weren't meant to live that life. Like maybe you're not meant to have a condo in Bali and, a yoga retreat. Like the fact that you're trying to do it like somebody else is like you're squishing your gorgeous energy. It's like you're trying to post yourself through the tiniest letterbox because you've seen someone who looks slightly happy or slightly healed or whatever that is. And it's like, you can't push your energy through somebody else's frequency. Just can't. It's just fucking like, I wish I could say that on every single platform. Like, be you at like the they're saying like at 100 miles an hour. Just do you. 2 of spikes in the reverse. Okay. There's no more conflict. This conflict that you are dealing with, right? We got this out in the reverse, which is saying conflict. This is no more conflict. Okay. So there's no more like sort of, or, you know, maybe, or anything. Like, what does your heart want to do? And do that. Yeah. Be so sure. Because it's coming from you. Like, it's not built on some belief system that you have, you know, been indoctrinated with from bloody social media. I feel like I'm getting a completely different energy from it, so I'm going to read on it because I want to make sure that I'm absolutely reading that correctly. I'm going to go here. So I've got the 6 of spikes, right? If you've been watching my readings, this normally comes up as a really strong negative energy. Someone who is acting one way, and then when nobody's looking, they're acting another way, right? I am not involving anyone else in this reading apart from you. We're talking about you, okay? So when you understand that you are also the light and the shadow, you can be just as much of an asshole as you can be a good person, okay? Because that's the law of the universe. You are always going to be disliked by somebody. It's just that simple, right? If you live your life hanging on the validation of those people that don't like you, you are stopping this energy from coming in. The 10 of Hearts is the 10 of Cups. Please understand that you are always going to be an enemy to someone who sees you that way. If someone wants to make you into their worst nightmare, they absolutely will. But how does that affect you? Because you're going to find so much more. What are they giving me with that? So much more strength. Oh, it's making me go a bit funny, actually. You are going to find, I'm on the money. You are going to find so much more strength in being your full, imperfect self. If you can say to yourself that you can mess up and that you make mistakes and that you're not, you know, Instagram perfect and that you don't have all the answers and that sometimes you make mistakes and sometimes things fuck up, blah, 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 whatever that is for you, you will be happier. because you're basically, what you're doing is you're giving all of your energy into the realm. I've never been asked to read this before, so I'm really interested to see what it says. Healing, releasing baggage, and travel. There you go. I've never read that before. It's always come up as a dark energy, and today it has not. So something that you are realizing about yourself is that even the darkest parts of yourself, the things that you would never want anyone to see, there is someone out there who will absolutely love all of those parts of you. It's that simple. I'm just going to get something for this Eight of Scepters, because Pegasus is turns up to save the day, basically. That's the energy. But I feel like this is you. I feel like you're coming to save the day. I don't feel like it's somebody else. Yeah, haste, energy, unimpeded action. When the card appears upright, an abundance of motivation and energy are bursting inside of you. You feel very productive, like you can conquer any task and soar past impediments. Be careful not to get too overzealous, though. Make sure you complete each task or goal before you start another, and plan thoroughly before making any decision. Okay, so this is the giddy energy that I've been like. So this is by accepting all parts of yourself, okay? It's going to change the dynamics of everything. But I am going to read more on that, because we're going to find out exactly what this is meaning. Tell me more about the Six of Spades, please. Oh, it's giving me shivers. Oh, it's big energy. Oh, God. Oh, I feel things so heavily sometimes. Okay, what's the time? Okay. Right. Okay, so the Page of Cups in the reverse, and I pulled the card out. Obviously, you saw me do that. I pulled it out. So this is something that you are not expressing. The Moon, a big reveal. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So there's a big reveal on something that you're not expressing, and this has been holding you back. Oh. Okay, so we've got the Five of Cups in the reverse. So this is no more crying over spilt milk, and this is healing heartbreak. And this flew out onto the big, I don't know whether you can see it. So it flew out onto the big pile of cards that I said no more. So it's flown out over the top and said no more of that. Okay, done. Very clear from the cards as they flew out. So no more talking about it, no more expressing about it. You've done all of that. You've done all the talking. You've said it all out loud. You know, the universe has heard. You've said all the prayers. It's done. Okay. Know that things are different, and they will be different. Okay, so what wanted to come out but just flipped and didn't was the Temperance in the reverse and the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is just more of that energy that is still stuck inside. So the 10 of Pentacles and the Temperance is like chaos. And the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse is like a big loss. So chaos energy and a big loss need to be pulled out of the equation, literally pulled out, said goodbye to, you know, do the work that needs to happen for those to leave. Strength in the reverse, Sun. I feel like there's like you've got to, there's something about like not feeling capable. The conflict. So we've got 10 of Cups in the reverse and conflict. So there is still a narrative in your energy field. And this is what is causing the conflict. You still have a belief system that you are not capable of receiving your 10 of Cups or your 10 of Pentacles. This is like your happy ever after, emotional fulfillment, legacy, all that kind of stuff. You have to truly believe that you are worthy and believe it. Like, come act from that place like you already have it. How would that person go about their life? How would they get up every morning if they already had that? Because at the moment, your operating system, your nervous system is acting from a place that you don't. And that is why you keep getting the same thing. So what are you worthy of? What do you need to sort? What is the thing that you need to do? And it'll be different for every single one of you. Do you know what I just heard? You need to celebrate the fact that you haven't got it yet. That's what you need to do. You need to celebrate all the shit bits. You need to be grateful for all the things that you've been through, all the lessons, all the heartache, everything, because it's got you to this place. This is celebration time for you, massively. Like literally, I'm hearing that dancing in the street. Calling out around the world, are you ready for a brand new beat? Summer's here and the time is right for dancing in the street. That's what you need to do. That's it. They're dancing in Chicago and down in New Orleans. There you go. That's what you need to do. Let's get a celebration time. Celebrate all the things that fucked up to get you to this point. Alchemy, baby. It's all about alchemy. Turn every single crappy situation into gold. Honestly, if I could, that would be the thing that I would teach more than anything, is alchemy. Perspective. Honestly, so powerful. Perspective is the most powerful tool in your arsenal. How you see a person, how you see a situation, like, yeah, how you see yourself. Incredibly powerful. All we need is music, sweet music. There's music everywhere. Right, you ready? Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Woo! Yeah. And then we've got Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Whoa. Burning down the house. Is it is it Tom Jones? Burning down the house. That's all I can hear. Oh crap, I can't think what song it is. Did he do a cover with someone? That's another song that just came into my head. Burning down the house. Night. Be brave and be honest. There you go. That's you meditating on your truth. What is your truth? There we go. Know that you are a master creator. Be fearless with your vision and stand strong. Anything that is not that vision is not allowed in. How exciting. I do hope this reading has been helpful. I've loved to get it out. I love reading in this energy. It feels so great to deliver a message like that. I absolutely love it. So thank you for being here to listen. And I hope that it does help and bring something new to your energy field on this lovely, beautiful grey Sunday. And if you haven't done already, please like, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. It does massively help the channel. It's a good energy exchange for the free content. And obviously I have an intention that I want the channel to grow and for people to see my readings. So, and that all helps with the algorithm. So if you want to subscribe, then that would be lovely. Thank you so much in advance. And I hope to see you again here very soon. Until next time, toodaloo.